the exact schedule that took me from 0 to 10K per month in SMMA. Now, I'm going to be walking you guys through step by step the key components and the core principles to hit your first 10K per month and what to do day in and day out to actually achieve it and do the inputs to get there. Now, this video is going to be roughly 8 to 12 minutes, somewhere in that time frame. You can't sit through it, you're probably cooked. And again, this is going to be the exact step by steps to actually get to your first 10K per month. Now, as always, shameless plug, if you would like your own one-on-one personal schedule built for whatever SMMA goal you have in mind, I do have a mentorship in my bio. It is 2-on-1 mentorship, both me on the front end with the sales, lifestyle, everything like that, and my partner Caden, who does all the technological stuff, everything like that. So you're really going to be taken care of in terms of marketing, sales, service delivery, bing, bada, boom. It is in my bio right now. Check it out, completely free. All you have to do, use my Go High Level referral link, and we'll get you onboarded today. Without further ado, let's just hop into the video. Hope you guys find value. Boom. Now, the general layout here, guys, is I was doing 12-hour days 6 to 7 times per week, with the majority of that time being spent on activities that generate revenue. Now, outside of any revenue generating activities, it was spent doing role play. It was spent, doing my schooling, work, and everything like that. As I said here in the notes, that I'll go a little bit out of order here. I was still going to school at the time. I was still going to college. I was still working at the time. Still working with my dad's demolition business. And I'm a very avid weightlifter, which definitely does take time out of your week, right? If you had a girlfriend, it takes time out of your week. I know when I had one, right? Um, and a big thing to understand, guys, is it's not forever. It's just for now. Like, this is not the schedule you're gonna be having to do for the rest of your life. God knows I would probably be crying if I had to do that, right? But it is what you need to become the person who can make 10K per month, right? The whole reason why this schedule is gonna be so valuable to you guys is because it's gonna give you the direction of, if I do this day in and day out, then there's no way I can't, right? It takes any uncertainty or any missteps out of it. Now the first week on Sunday, I woke up, I went to the gym, and then I did work. I actually at one point in time used to like help people move, if that makes sense. So I helped this guy move, got paid a couple $100, took lunch, and then finished up work for the day. So already on Sunday we're starting out, 8:30. We're working a couple hours like on actual work, and then a couple hours on the business. Um, and then a couple hours at the gym, obviously, like, took lunch and everything like that. And then going into this, if you notice, like, the first part of this day, meeting, then a little bit of gym, and then I'm going to school, right? I still had to go to school at the time. Specifically, I went today, even though I sometimes skip it, because I just, I had a final and everything like that. But if you guys notice, like, 3 sales meetings, and the biggest important thing is, like, you guys need to be taking as many sales meetings as humanly possible, right? That is the most important thing. I didn't make excuses, right? As you guys see, my calendar is packed to the brim, right? Maybe I gotta fit in 1 or 2 more sales meetings, but at any rate, with that being said, I'm just trying to take as much meetings as I can, right? So after these meetings, we're eating, we're showering, and we're going to my class. And like, I got pretty rushed, guys. Like, this is the thing you guys are gonna have to realize is, like, this isn't gonna be all sunshine and rainbows, right? Because, like, waking up at like 7 or 7:30 a.m., right? Sometimes closer to 7:45 if I was lazy that day. Taking on a meeting, right? Taking on another one, lifting weights, right? Then going to class and coming back and taking a meeting and then going to class, like, and then, by the time I'm probably home and showered and everything like that from class, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, well, I have like an hour before I gotta get my 8 hours of sleep in, right? And it was just like, it was a hard time in my life, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, this is what built me. And so if you guys can go through this, then there's no reason you can't be in a position I'm in, or even better, right? Odds are better. I'm not too talented of a guy. But anyway, then I'm lifting, right? Little quick leg action, and then I'm doing a couple hours of meetings here. It'll show you guys, like, this is why I love showing. I'm like really excited for this video. I'm really excited to hop into it because, like, this is what no one shows you. Like, there was a time I spent an hour studying for this exam. I took the exam for 4 hours, right? Because, I probably studied for an extra hour. And it was a long fucking exam. It was a final exam. And in between that time, I called book-in calls and opt-ins. Like, I didn't make an excuse. I didn't take the day off. Actually, right after that, I hop into a meeting. I hop into a meeting. I do a role play. I join one of those group call thingamajiggers. And then I hop into a check-in call with my partner, Caden. Like, I'm just fucking going at it, dude. Like, it was just relentless. Like, I'm not stopping, dude. Like, you're not gonna be in like the best position in your life, right? You're not gonna be the most healthy. You're not gonna be the most slept, right? Um, but by God, you just have to go out and fucking do this because every single person who's successful in their life didn't do a balanced schedule. No successful person I know for the entire duration of building their business did a schedule that was super balanced, that they slept super well, that they got time with their girlfriend, they got social hour, that they had drinks on the weekend, and then during the week they worked a good 5 or 6 hours. Like that guy's no. But anyway, as you guys see this day, I had to wake up early as fuck for chest and back. I think honestly, if I recall, one of my clients just like told me that like he can call at like any time, or not my client, like one of my prospects was like, you can call me bright and early in the morning. And like to show good faith, I called that guy at like 6 in the morning. I honestly think I overslept the 5 alarm, but if I'm recalling correctly, I have a pretty good memory. And then I like was like, well, fuck. I mean, there's nothing else to do, so 6 to 9, I hit chest and back. Probably did some cardio too. Met with my partner, opt ins, all that. Meeting, setting, meeting, inner circle, role play, right? All the way to 10:30. Obviously, there's like a gaps in here and there. I'm sure the role play might have went longer, or maybe I met with Caden here, right? Like, if Jesus, I mean, being up at 6 in the morning or working till almost 11, right? And then the next day, repeating that by working it from lifting at 6, English at 7, meeting at 8, meeting at 10, 11, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and then a check and call with my partner, right? And now here's the kicker, guys. Like, this is a long ass work day. Like, this is over 12 hours of just work outside of the gym, outside of any sort of deal, right? But here's where it gets interesting, and you guys might have just seen it. So I was still working for my dad at the time, right? Boom. 4:30 to 10, and then meeting at 11, meeting at 12, working on my English assignment, another meeting, right? A follow up, another follow up, or just a new meeting. I honestly don't know. And then hitting the gym until 7, and then role playing with Evan, one of my guys I used to role play with all the time during this stretch of time, until 10 o'clock at night. And I know we went this late because I could probably pull up the Fathom right now, right? So 4:30 a.m. till 10 o'clock, right? Like, you're just grinding all day. There's no, you guys see any? I want you to see something. This is a Saturday, boys. This is a Saturday. It's Monday, so it goes like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? On a Saturday, you don't, guys, no girls at this time, right? Zero girls, zero woman, um, zero video games, like none. There's just no distractions. There's all productivity. This is Sunday, meeting, role play, calling people, rolling playing, schoolwork, reviewing, sales calls, right? 7 to 4 before going to my English class, right? 7 to 9:30, 9 a.m. to almost 11 o'clock with a follow up from earlier, right? Because for this guy, it was different time zones. So, like, this is just what it takes, guys. Working 9 hours, calling the opt ins, right? Setting them, having a meeting at night, going to the gym, high level plan. And I literally did high level plan because I remember I had a Zen in at like 11 o'clock. You guys see how like it's just work, dude. There's nothing. Name one thing outside of this that isn't a productive thing. You guys sit down, you work 12-hour days for 6 days a week, right? Averaging out 70 hours because between these and these, right, averaging out over 70 hours of work. If you're working on the important things, right? For me, a lot of my time is spent taking meetings. For you, it might be back end, it might be client meetings, right? It might be improving the system, right? For whatever it is. My time's a little bit different now. I'm taking less meetings, but back then, when hoes didn't want me, I was taking meetings. And now that hot hoes are all on me, I'm still taking meetings, just less of them, doing more deep work, right? Like making videos and shit like that is an important part of my day, right? Now, you know, your boy travels every once in a while. He goes and talks to girls every once in a while, right? But a big thing too, guys, is like I guess like where I'm really gonna cap the video is there's ebbs and flows, right? Because 4th of July weekend, I went up to Ohio State. I got hammered, right? Like, just had an absolute blast. There was barely any productivity that was held there, and that was for about 3 days, right? Um, so yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm coming home. For 2 weeks, I was waking up hella fucking early, like 5 a.m. Sometimes like 5:45 to be honest with you guys, and like working pretty much all day, like going to the gym, like making the course, right? And then I was staying up till like 4 or 5 a.m. p.m. Excuse me, a.m. every day because when I was recording my reels downstairs in the business suite that I have here, there was people like outside of the business suite, so you couldn't really hear me well. So I couldn't record any time until like 7 o'clock, right? And like for whatever reason, I honestly forget a little bit, but like I would have delays, and so like maybe I would want to script out more or something like that, like at 7 or 8 or 9, and like say 9 o'clock I get down there and like I'm just recording, like recording, YouTube videos too, like, and it would just get to the point where like I might be downstairs until like 2 a.m. Right? I'd get back up and I'd still try to do more, and I just remember it was a time because it was literally, I mean, not last week, but the week before this. Like all I was doing was like ripping nicotine super late at night and just like grinding, like waking up. I was waking up at like 10:30, 11:30, like just. But I would grind. But it was just like, you know what I mean. Like that was almost around a month stretch. Like I would say for the month of June, all I was doing was like shit like that. Like either waking up super early, waking up super late, but like grinding, right? And towards the end of towards the end of June, start of July, like I took a weekend off, dude. I did 4th of July weekend, right? Um, and now, right now, like I'm not working extremely long hours or something like that. I'm more or less just enjoying the process and everything like that, right? So the biggest takeaway, guys, is there's ebbs and flows. But if you do want to hit your first 10K per month, you're gonna have to go through shit like this. You're gonna have to go through shit like this. Like there's not gonna be fun. There's going to be no distractions, right? Like there's going to be work every single day. Every single day you're outputting to the max degree. I mean, fuck, this was hard, guys, but this is what will get you to 10K per month. No bullshit, right? So that's the video, guys. Now, if you guys do want me and my partner to build you a one-on-one scheduled calendar personalized to you, whether you're going to school or you have full-time hours on your SMMA, whatever you want to be doing, right? You can click the link in my bio or just DM me, Dom Closes, right? And we'll set you up. We'll have a meeting with you. We'll go over your business, see what we need to improve, and get you to your first 10K per month, give you an actionable plan, strategy, steps, everything like that. So yeah, that was the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope you guys all found value. Till next time.